Good morning, Panzers. It's Tuesday. I think my head is crooked because if I sit my sunglasses on my head so that it feels comfortable and straight, they sit like that, which is clearly not straight. Definitely my ears are crooked. One of my ears is slightly lower than the other, which makes finding sunglasses that look normal when I put them on a challenge. Sunglasses aren't important. I don't know why I'm telling you about sunglasses. So, hi, how is everybody? I kind of wanted to make a garden video this week, but there's nothing going on out there. It's raining most of the time still. Not all the time now. It's not raining quite as much as it was, but it's still raining fairly a lot. It usually rains at least once a day. And so everything's just kind of wet and brown and not that attractive. We had kind of a weird growing season though. Everything grew and grew and grew, but only put on leaves. There were no fruit, no vegetables, no anything, until really late in the season, which normally is a fertilizer problem. Normally that means you've got too much nitrogen in your fertilizer or in your soil. But we fertilize the same way we always do, and we're very careful about that sort of thing, so I don't know what was going on. It was just a weird year, I guess. But so the problem is that, since nothing fruited until really late, things like the tomatoes are all still green, but it's October and the nights are starting to get cold, so we ended up having to just glean all the tomatoes. At least tomatoes you can still deal with even if you pick them green, because they will ripen. Some things don't ripen if you pick them too early. Luckily, mostly what we had was tomatoes, so it's not a loss. We're still doing pretty good. We just have a lot of green tomatoes right now. Following my tradition of only having the garden and the cats to talk about, I am celebrating a cat thing today. So the cat flap in the window. There are two cats that cannot quite grasp the flap thus far. One is Sally, who is very small and delicate and very gentle, and the cat flap, once it's open, it swings freely, but when it's in the center, in the closed position, it sticks a little bit. There's a little bit of resistance, which is built in so that it doesn't just the wind doesn't blow it open or whatever. That means you have to push on it a little bit, just, give it a little tap to get it open, and Sally is too delicate and gentle to push on it. She just goes over and just sit next to it and touch it very gently with her paw, and she doesn't understand why it won't just open. So although she's very smart and she clearly understands the concept of the cat flap, she can't figure out how to open it herself. So I have to open it for her. So it wouldn't have been so bad if it was just Sally, but we have another cat, Henry, who learned about the cat flap originally from Sally. Sally's the one who brought him up and showed him, this is how you get into the house. Because Sally doesn't know how to open the cat flap, she obviously taught him the way that she gets in, which is to, pat on the window until I open it. And he's been watching the other cats open it. And so it took him a while to try it himself. But eventually he did, but unfortunately, before he figured out how to do it, he got his claw stuck in the track thing where the flap goes, and so he had this traumatic experience where he had his claw stuck and it hurt, and he couldn't get it out, and so then he was really reluctant to try it again. So it has been months of both Sally and Henry not being able to open the cat flap themselves, and I have to let them in and out manually every single time. And Henry, hallelujah, has figured it out and is now opening the cat flap himself. So it's only Sally now. So the cats that I have to let in and out manually has halved. So that's a big plus. I'm celebrating that in a big way. Never say that I don't have lots of interesting and important news. So Nella, I hope you're feeling better. I know you're still probably feeling kind of gross because it hasn't been that long, but I hope your voice is back, and I hope you are just generally, overall feeling less horrible. I really enjoyed watching your video though, so, thank you for that. That was fun. So, that's all of my news for today. I hope you're all doing well. I will see you next week. Don't forget to be awesome.